Hello everybody and welcome back to our very first farm. We are continuing to try to build it up into something that approximate a farming empire, but it's slow going at the beginning of any kind of venture like this. Our goal so far has been to try to get to where we have a lot of grass being grown and harvested and turned into silage. We have this big Silage Factory silo thing over here that allows us to turn our grass into silage. So let's go ahead and see where we are right now. We have 91,000 liters of grass being turned into 123,863 liters of silage. And then at some point later in the year, we're going to be able to take this silage and turn it into money. Let's look at and see. We're shooting for January. We're currently in July. Up until this point, I have been looking for various different ways, and in my ever-searching desire to try to come up with ever more efficient ways of getting things done, I have come up with... is this on a lease? I'm sorry. I still have this machine, and it's on a lease. Okay. We're going to change our strategy. For those of you who have not been following, I just want to go do a quick rundown of what I've been doing. I originally started with the tractor and a set of a mower / forest harvester setup, which we're actually going to go back to a sort of version of that, because I've found that it is much quicker and more efficient with our time to do it that way. So we started off with a mower that allowed me to put all of the implements on the front, and then we'd have a forage harvester in the back that walked along and harvested the swathed grass as we cut it. Now we have this forage harvester over here, which goes into a very large trailer, or a very large unrealistic capacity trailer. We're actually going to get rid of this entire system here and go for another setup that returns to the mower that I was using, but it uses a different mod pack. I'm going to have to sell a bunch of different stuff, I think, to get as close as we can to being able to afford it. So let's go ahead and return the lease equipment, because we're not going to be using the forage harvester equipment anymore. We're going to go ahead and sell off our dolly, because we're not going to need that anymore. That'll put a little bit of money back in our pocket. We're going to sell off this trailer, because we're not going to be using that either. So we're not getting rid of our tractor or our harvest. Well, I don't know. Part of me wants to sell all of this here, because we're not going to be using the harvester until we're ready to start doing chickens later on. I'm paralleling this farm with the one I'm doing on my own, and I already we want to be going after cows first, because that's just the way I prefer to do it. I could sell my seeder here for $106,000. That would actually allow me to fund everything, but then I won't have my seeder anymore when I'm ready to do that. But then at the same time, if I don't have my seeder, I don't really need any of this stuff either. So once we get to where we're making a lot of money, I'll be able to buy all of this back pretty quick. And I don't really need... Part of me, I wonder if we should seed this with grass. That way we have a little bit more acreage to turn into money. I think that's what we're going to do. So I think what we're going to do is we'll use the seeder one last time to turn these two fields into grass. I think I'm still going to leave this field over here empty, because I do want to turn it into parking for all of my vehicles, because I don't really like this setup here. But we'll see. I'm not really sure how I want to do it. But definitely I think we're going to go ahead and hop into the tractor. We'll back out. We'll get ourselves onto the seeder here. We'll switch it out to grass over there at the bottom over there. And then, this machine does not have GPS. Great. So we'll just use the third person mode. It's not that big of a deal, because we're about to sell this seeder anyways. I do want to upgrade my mission. I thought I did. I thought I upgraded this. Oh, I think I upgraded the forage. No, I wouldn't have upgraded that either. What did I upgrade that had it? Because I have the toolbox over there, which means I got the toolbox because I wanted to upgrade. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hop over here to do this. What's my button to turn on my... What's the button? Okay, here we go. So we're going to seed this entire field, both of these fields here, with grass, so that we have a little bit more to turn into silage, because the more silage we can get, the more money we're going to be able to make, and the faster we're going to be able to buy all of our equipment back. So we'll sell the seeder here when we're done. We'll see how much money we have and how much money we need to buy the couple of pieces of equipment that we're going to need to make this work. But once we get it set up, it's going to be pretty sweet, at least, you know, if I do say so myself. So I'm going to be a little bit inefficient with our seeding here because I'm not that worried about it. We're about to, well, no, I'm just going to sell the entire thing because I don't want I don't want a bag of seeds and fertilizer just sitting around for, well, I have that fertilizer over there. I don't know. I'm being a little bit inefficient with my planting here because we're about to get rid of the seeder. I mean, I could take out a loan. I probably should take out a loan because buying the seeder back again later on is going to be a very bad use of our time, of our money. I don't know. I don't want to have to pay interest on a loan, and then I could lease all of the equipment, but then, well, I mean, I have the lease to own. I don't know. I know I'm very indecisive right now. It's because I'm not really sure how to handle this. Maybe we'll see if leasing it makes more sense, because at least the lease to own option with the mod that I have is going to make it so that the money that I'm putting into all of this is going. Oh, come on! I hate it when this happens. It's just one little spot that just doesn't want to get hit because I'm trying to spin around. All right, come on, gimme. There we go. So we'll get this last little strip done. Then we'll hop into the store and see about see how much it's going to cost to lease everything. Because we only need to make it through a few more months until we're able to sell off our silage. And ideally, we'll be able to pay off most of the equipment that we're about to buy within a few months. So if it doesn't cost too much to lease everything, maybe we'll just lease to own it. Maybe we'll just do it that way. We'll see. All right, get this turned off and folded, and then we'll park it. I really wish that I had gotten the bigger tractor in the first place. This one doesn't have the same horsepower capacity that my other tractor does. Okay, so get that parked. Let's check out the store here. So the plan is we're going to return to using these two mowers over here. So this one has it set up so that you can attach this guy to the front of this guy, and then you can attach both of those together to the front of your tractor, which leaves the back of your tractor open to do things. So hold on. The leasing cost for this is going to be $2,000 with a $420 a month plus some change. So that's that. That's going to be what? Oh, okay. This is going to be 9 with another 200-ish a month. And then the thing that's going to make this really cool is I downloaded this quick bale mod, which basically makes it so that you can almost instantly wrap your bales as you make them. So the $3,000 for that plus another $2,000, let's say $6,000 upfront cost plus another $1,500-ish so far. I think I don't remember what the number there was. And then after that, I also want to get the bale loading trailer. So yeah, I think we can afford. I think we can lease everything until we're able to pay it all off. So let's go ahead and do that then. We're gonna buy the mower. We're gonna buy both of them. We're gonna lease the mowers. Well, yeah. Oh, and I also have to make sure I get my speed modification turned on for that. All right, so let's just do it. Okay, make sure everything has the max speed limit on it so that we don't have to go any slower than absolutely necessary. And then we'll go with our baler. We're going to do this baler back here. We definitely want to make sure... I'm going to turn this up all the way, but it's still going to be limited by the slowest thing, so I'm not really that worried about it. So I'm going to set this up so that it has... where are the hitches? Okay. Maybe once it unfolds, you can see the hitches. But you'll see when this is set up, there's a couple of hitches that come off the back of this, which allow you to attach to the trailer that we're going to be buying. Let's go ahead and get our colors set up. No, do that one. Oh, wait, no. I want crimson red. No. What am I looking for? Oh, no, okay. I want the foil color to be yellow. I want the main color to be the crimson red. And then the rim color can be the John Deere, whatever. That's fine. We'll leave the license plate like that. And then this, you'll see once we buy this, there'll be two different trailer hitches that pop off the side here so that we can put a trailer behind it. You'll see how this works. So we're going to lease this. So hold on. Let me just double check and make sure that we're good. Okay, fastest speed, oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do that. This makes it so you can see where this is picking up. It has an extra wide swath. It's completely unrealistic. Don't read too much into this. I don't do realistic farming. I find it to be very boring and repetitive, and it takes forever. All right, so we're gonna do this. Release. I'll just double check. Sorry, my brain is not working right. Wheels are good. Speed is good. I don't care about the design. We want that. We want both the rear hitches. We want the silage additive tanks, and the color scheme is fine. Because we're eventually going to buy this, so I want to make sure it's set up correctly so we don't have to have any issues. Okay, so we have our mowers in the front. We have the quick baler in the back, and then we just need a bale loader to put all the bales onto. I don't know that we need the extension. So let's go ahead and lease that. Okay. So now that we have all that set up, let's go ahead and get our equipment assembled. I probably should have waited until we were actually ready to do a harvest before we did that, but whatever. It's too late now. Sometimes you do stupid things not really paying attention. I do that a lot. So we're gonna pay a bunch of leasing. But the thing about it is I do have the lease to own mod, so any money that we're putting into the leasing costs, you know, a portion of that is gonna go to paying down the balance of actually purchasing this stuff. So okay, there's our hitches. So this is what I was talking about. So I believe for the most part we're gonna be coming. I'm gonna show here. I could say this in my head and you guys aren't going to understand, or I can just attach this thing and show you what the deal is. So in general, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be mowing, and we're going to, oh, speaking of that, let's see, I want to make sure we have, okay. I want to get to our mower. I want the selected work mode to be, why is, do I have to unfold it to change the mode? There we go. Okay, so you can see selected work mode over there on the left side is swath dropping. So it's going to drop it in a swath under my tractor. The baler here is going to pick it up, and then very quickly wrap it. It's going to drop it off, and I have this trailer. I have an auto baling mod that will automatically pick up the thing when we go pick it up. You'll see it in action here in a little bit. Actually, I'm just going to leave this out because I don't really need to worry about closing it with the way that this is all going to work. So you can see the trailer is off to the left side. I chose the left side because in general, we're probably going to be coming back from the field in this direction here, which means it'll make it much easier if the trailer's on the left side. Oops, if I can control myself. So that way, when we come over here with our bales, we can unload our bales directly into the silo here, and that will begin processing it into the silage that we need. Unfortunately, I made a massive mistake. I don't want to say a massive mistake, but I made a little bit of a mistake. We're not quite ready to do this yet, so we're going to be paying a little bit of money here over the next couple of months as we wait for the grass to grow. So there's that. But we will purchase all of this. Oops, and that's why you fold your equipment. We will be purchasing this stuff as soon as we have the money to do it, so that we're not having to continue to put monthly costs into that. Unfortunately, we're going to have to kind of just live with what we have for now. So let's get this parked in some sort of fashion. I don't even know. It's such a long and unwieldy train of equipment that it's just kind of weird. So we'll just kind of park it right here. I know you know, for role-playing set things, you wouldn't really want to just leave it out like this, but I don't care. We just need to get on to the next. We just need to get on with it. So we're gonna rest for the next. Oh crap. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I keep having these false starts with you guys. I'm really trying not to do that. But we need to go and fertilize all of our fields that may not be fertilized, because we want to make sure that we're getting as much grass out of each of these as we can. So we're gonna go grab our fertilizer over here. We're going to fertilize this field, and then ideally you guys will be able to see this latest setup that I have. I just got to buy more fertilizer. Okay, we'll buy a bag of that. Get ourselves over there. Refill it up. We'll do this. We should be able to do all of this in one pass. I do need to check the map while we're doing that, though, to see if the other fields need to be done, because we want to make sure that we're having all of our grass fields producing as much grass as possible, so we can make as much money as possible in the shortest amount of time possible. Now that said, I do need to go over here, and we need to add GPS to our tractor, because yeah, we don't want to. We really want to have that available. Is there a reason you won't let me? Why won't it let me adjust my tractor? There we go. So we want to customize this. We want to add the GPS attachment there. I really wish I could afford to do the engine upgrade, but realistically that would be a big waste of time anyway. So let's customize that, because we definitely want to make sure we have the GPS available. It's going to make cutting a lot easier. Pick up our fertilizer. I know we're taking forever to get through this, but I kind of like to let you guys see the thought process. Some of you, I know a lot of people are not interested in all of that, but some of you guys are going to want to know what. Oh. I guess that would explain that. We just fertilized it with when we seeded it, so that's not a thing. Oh, I'm not over there. Okay, but we do need to go fertilize the fields over here. So we have to wait till next month to fertilize that. I don't know that I'm going to bother. I want to hurry up and get to the part where we're actually going to be cutting this, stuff, because I want you guys to see that. And we're already well into this episode. Okay, so let's get, let's see, forget what there we go. And then we got our GPS turned on. We always have to go into the menu to make sure that we have it set on heading steering. Then we need to set the auto width. Or hold on. What's the heading here? 90? So let's set it for 90 degrees. There we go. Okay. And then we just need to I'm gonna slide it over to the left. Don't really need to do this with the fertilizer spreader, but I like to stay in the habit of doing things properly, so why not? Get our heading set, get our sprayer turned on, and now we have accurate GPS precision steering. So for those of you who have not been watching, we are using the GPS steering mod. It's called, I forget what it's called, guidance steering or something like that. I forget the exact name of it. Honestly, that ended up being a big, massive waste of time, because I'm just going to end up manually doing this one anyway, because we need to go up and around and kind of turn. So, yeah, that was a big waste of time. Sorry. I try to be as efficient and quick as I can with this stuff, because I know you guys have better things to do than watch some dude fumbling around trying to make his farm work. I have all this stuff figured out on my other farm, but then I have to come back over here, figure out where I was last, because, you know, I only mess around with this farm once a day for a little bit of time. Whereas my other one, I spent a lot of time in there tinkering and playing around with different options and trying to figure out the best way to make all of this work. So we'll get this finished up with the fertilization, get the fertilizer. Well, we'll pre-position ourselves over by the other field so that we can just quickly do the fertilization next month. I probably should have turned there, but that's all right. Not that big of a deal. So we'll get ourselves positioned, we'll advance in a month, we'll do the fertilizer here, and then we'll quickly advance to the point where we can... Oh wait, what am I doing? Gotta wait till the next month. I'm so, like, my brain is way further ahead than we actually are. Alright, so let's go ahead and rest. We'll hit the next day, we'll fertilize these fields, and then we'll rest until the grass has grown to full-on height. And you guys will get to watch the new version of how we're going to harvest this stuff. So here we go. Alright. Get our fertilizer turned on. Just run all the way down to the end. There we go. See, this is what happens when you do things the right way. One of these days, I will start doing things the right way the first time. We will eventually get there. Alright. Just need to run down to the end. Then we can put our fertilizer away. We'll get the cutting machinery hooked up. And we'll be ready to do some high-tech grass cutting. I don't want to say high-tech. It's high-tech, sort of, but not really. Alright, let's get this put away. Try to get this done as quickly as possible. So we're already 21 minutes into this episode, and I didn't really intend for it to go this long. I mean, oh, wrong way. One of these days, I will learn how to drive. Drive the tractor anyways. I know how to drive in real life, don't worry. We're going to start increasing, we're going to start leaving the time scale at times 10, because that seems to be, at least for the amount of work I tend to do in a day, that seems to get us pretty well into the day by the time we're done cutting everything, especially on my big field that has like a lot of stuff in it. Okay, so let's get this equipped. Get it turned. Oh, I'd like to do silage additive, but that's going to eat up a lot of my money, so we're not going to do that. All right, so we need to go another 2 months, and we'll have the grass fields ready to go, and then we can start doing our grass cutting. That'll be nice. All right, we have advanced to October. The grass is ready to go, so let's go ahead and get everything unfolded. Lowered down. Now, I do have auto baling on this trailer. It's a mod. It's so that you can download trailers that have auto baling. You can also download an auto baling mod that takes the default trailers and turns them into. Oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to line up with what we're doing here. I'd like to line up at the top on this side, so let's go ahead and do that. You can also download the mod that turns all of the default trailers into auto baling trailers as well. That's what I have. Let's go ahead and get the width set for this. Get over there. Okay, we're going to move it over to the left so that we can start off in the right spot here. Okay, sweet. Okay, so we want to get everything turned on. We want to get our auto bale, so you can see up there in the top left, I'm going to turn the auto bale on so that as our baler makes bales, it will automatically get picked up by the auto baling trailer. I think everything's set correctly, so, oh, hold on. Is it set correctly? No, it does not have, oh, that's right. Okay, so the problem here that we're having is that you can see the little line there. It's using the width of the baling's automatic pickup there. This is a mod, this is unrealistic, but it just makes sure that you don't miss anything. But it's using that width for our GPS. So I need to decouple, so let's get everything turned off. I need to decouple our baler, reset our width. There we go. And then we can get, oh, come on. And we can get that set on the proper path there. Now we can reattach our baler, turn everything back on, get ourselves lined up, and we should be able to go now. Okay, cool. So now we just have a bunch of I keep forgetting to change the bale size to 180. So the first bale is going to be very small, but ideally we won't have to change it again. So we're going to go all the way up and down, up and down, and up and down. There isn't really much to see here other than we're just cutting a bunch of grass, but I would like you guys to see the first bale as it comes off. I'm not going to worry too much about getting every blade of grass. I'm mostly just trying to be efficient with being efficient with our time. So this is a little bit weird. In my previous one, in my other farm, the baler filled up with grass in a different way, so it just looks kind of weird to me, but I'm not sure. And then, yeah, I like this GPS because it makes it so that you don't miss any grass. It puts you right on the edge of where you need the grass to be. We're gonna have to take out a loan though to pay off to keep paying the lease for the rest of the year until we're able to sell off our silage. I don't really want to. I mean, I guess we could sell some silage, but that would. Oh, I don't have the trailer for that anymore. Get ourselves turned around. Lined up. There we go. Why are we only doing 13 miles an hour? I'm gonna have to stop by the toolbox on here and make sure that everything is turned up to the max speed, because I'm normally able to do like 20. No, it's just oh, it's the tractor. The tractor is really struggling. So you can see the bales wrapping now, and then it drops off and instantly gets picked up by the trailer. So now we're going to move over to the other field and do our best to get that done. I'll be right back once we're lined up over there. All right, I'm actually going to go ahead and leave it here. It's off to the right a little bit, but we'll get some of that. We'll get that little grass on the right. Oops. Helps to actually turn the equipment on. Now we should be getting some grass. There we go. All right. So, oh, did it actually update my bale in the middle? Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna go up and back and forth, get the rest of this grass done. I'll be back once we're done with that process. I'm gonna swing all the way around to the back and then start doing loops back and forth. We'll just do it that way. All right, we've got our initial headland-ish sort of pass done. We're gonna get turned around here and just kind of go back. And the GPS really. Oops. What happened with my? Sometimes that happens. The auto baling thing gets turned off for some reason. I don't know why. Very weird. We'll go back and pick that. We should be able to pick that up on our pass back going back that way. Sometimes, I don't know, just randomly does that. It randomly just, the auto baling feature gets turned off for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's very annoying, but it is what it is. I'm going to continue doing this field, and I'll be back when we're done. All right. Finishing up this last little patch of grass over here, and then we'll go get it dropped off at the silage factory thingy, silage production silo, whatever it is you want to call it. I did have my bales fall off again. I don't know what causes that. It's kind of annoying. It's got to be a problem with the bale mod or the Autoload mod. All right, so we can get all this turned off. We'll pull over here so that the trailer is over here by the silage. We'll do a quick unload. Okay, so I forget. All right, we got to turn our auto load off. Unload it over there. Goes into the silage there. There we go. That works. Now we can go. We can fold up our. Yeah. All right. Cool. Now let's go get this parked. We're probably going to need to take out a loan. I don't remember how. I wasn't really paying attention to how much money was coming out every month. So I don't know what's about to happen, but we are going to advance time. That's the last grass we're going to be able to cut this year. I should fertilize, but I don't feel like I want to hurry up and get to the part where we're going to get some money. So we're going to look at our production here. We have this much that's going to be turned into this much, or more of that. Let's go ahead and advance time a month, and we'll see how much money we have left. It's gonna. I'm cringing a little bit thinking about how much it's gonna cost, but cross your fingers. Hopefully, it's not too much. Come on, come on. 14. Okay. You know what? I think we might have just enough to get to next month We can sell in December, and it's about the same amount, and then we won't have to take out any loans. I think we're going to do it that way. And we're just going to do a direct sell out of the silo because there is a switch mode to selling option because it's a production facility. So ideally we'll have a, all right, cool. We had just enough money. So now there's I can click over here. We have this much silage. We can change output mode to selling. And now when we advance a month into January, we should have a decent amount of money in our bank account. We can pay off as many of the leases as we can so that we're reducing that monthly payment. We may even have enough, depending on how much money we make, to actually pay everything off and not have anything on a lease to own anymore. That would be pretty sweet. I guess not. Okay, but we can go in here and we can take some of the cheaper stuff. So this guy here we can purchase. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that off of the lease. And then I don't think we really want to, because that's going to be, yeah, 57,000. Let's get the smaller one of these. Oh, no. I want to purchase. Oh, that one's limited to 13 miles an hour. I need to take those to the toolbox. Did I? Oh, no. Did I purchase it? Oh, okay. I did purchase it. So the only thing we have left on our leasing now is the baler here, and once we have enough money for that, we'll go ahead and get that taken care of. Let's, well, I can bring the toolbox over here. The whole point of it being a toolbox is I can move it. I don't have to do kind of all that crazy ridiculousness. Well, if I can pick it up. Come on. Pick it up. Oh, please pick it up. Thank you. Oh, it won't let you turn very quickly. Okay, over here. Okay, so let's customize this. All right, so now that one's set up to be the proper speed. 19.3, 19.3. That one's still... Nope. And this had a default thing of pretty high, so I'm not sure what the deal is. I feel like it's got to be that the tractor is just really underpowered for what we're trying to do. My other tractor is able to move all of this stuff, no problem, but this only has like 300 and some odd horsepower. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and call that an episode. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button if you did, so that the YouTube algorithm will know and send the video out to as many people as possible. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so now, so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your video feed and you will be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members do get early access to all of our content, so be sure to click that join button, check out the list of options available there, and decide if any of those are right for you. If you're not looking for a continuing commitment, there is the super thanks button that will allow you to give a one-time contribution. Direct support is greatly appreciated and a critical component to helping to turn this into a full-time gig, and yeah, really looking forward to that. So anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying building a farm with me. Be sure to come back for the next one, and I'll see you then.